of race, because of religion, because of culture. But I'm here to tell you that as a 66-year-old Malaysian, I am a racist. I have always been a racist and will always be a racist because Malaysia has always been a multi-racist country. But I'll tell you what is the difference between my racism and Najib Razak's racism. When I was growing up, we made fun of all the other races. Malays are always lazy. Indians are always drunk and beat their wives. Chinese are always greedy, only want to make money to take back to China. We call each other names, Cina Babi, Melayu Bodoh, India, don't know what lah. But at the end of it, we'll get together, go to Kopitiam and have a drink together. Back when I was growing up in the 1950s, racism was around. But racism back then was great fun. We made fun of each other. And at the end of it, we were still brethren. We were still citizens of one country. Today, they try and tell us, you know, you're Malay, he's Chinese, you're Indian, we should be all separate, you know? And that is one of the things that I'm sure all of you will be voting to change, yeah? All right, since you're in the mood, yes? Yes! How come this side only saying yes, this side no? What about this side, yes? Yes! Ah, okay. You know, you all are very typically middle-class voters. So actually, for myself and Bian and all the other people who are going to stand up here and talk, we are actually preaching to the converted, right? You all don't come here also, you won't vote by this hand already, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is,
there are spies also, yeah?
We people in the urban area are merely the minority in the electoral roll. There are a lot of our brothers and sisters who live in the villages and in the kampungs and in the estates who do not have access to information that you do, who cannot or may not be able to make decisions the way you do. So I want to call on all of you, those of you who have friends in rural areas, in small towns, pick up the phone, talk to them, convince them of what's going on. Yeah? And also, if you have an online account, if you have a Facebook account or a blog, please don't be lazy. Write. Inform everybody that you know about what's going on. Can you do that?
Yes!
Yeah. Okay, while we're waiting for the next speaker, I'll tell you some jokes. You want one? Some racist jokes are always funny, right? We Chinese fellas are the most racist of all. We always make fun of the other races one, right? Like for instance, we'll say, the Malays are this and that and the other. But nowadays, it's very hard to make fun of Malays already, you know, because they are making fun of us. Because the Malay fellow will tell me, hey, Patrick, you mean when you buy house, you pay full price, Or they'll say, hey Patrick, you mean to say when you send your children to university, you kena bayar sendiri, You know, things like that. And then, of course, nowadays we can't make fun of the Indians because you look at Indian in the eye, the fellow will rob your ass, man. Right or not? So eventually, I think even the Chinese will make fun of the Chinese themselves. Hey Patrick, you mean you don't have PR yet in Australia? Why is so bodoh? Anyway, we have our next speaker who is a columnist from an online portal that I'm sure all of you read. Do you read Malaysia Kini?
Yes!
Let's welcome Mr. George Hong from Malaysia Kini.
Thank you, Patrick. Good evening, everybody. I'm very happy to be here because I used to live here, but I still stay around this area. And I actually didn't prepare for this, but the moment that I knew that Ali is coming, Bilin is coming, and Nick Nasmi, Nuru, and all this, big stars in Pakatan Raya is coming, I definitely will come and show them my support. Why is it very important for you to support this young generation of candidates? Not only that they are good looking, they are smart, but they will change Malaysian politics forever. Definitely, trust me, you look at BN's lineup lah. Okay? You don't need to look far, you look at MCA's fellas. What do they have? What do they have? In Bukit Bintang, Frankie Gunn. Okay lah, I enjoy singing karaoke also myself, no problem. Hokkien song I also can sing. Malay song, mungkin nanti, all these songs I sing karaoke. Good. But for you to go to parliament and sing, sorry lah, Malaysians already grown up. We want a government, we want ministers, we want YBs who can really debate, who can really look at policies. If you want to sing, you sing either in karaoke, you sing at home. Cukup lah, tak payah masuk parliament kan. So this is the kind of people that MCA can produce, right? Yes. And then you look at UMNO's fella. You look at someone you may not know him, but I must mention this name to you. Right, in Kedah, they nominate someone by the name of Abdul Aziz Sheikh Fazil. Who is this fella? I tell you, in 1999, if some of you are old enough like me who remember this Su Chiu incident, right? When the Chinese community, they had many NGOs who came together and produced a document and asked Mahathir to endorse this document. We want fair treatment, we want economic equality, we want fairness to all races, we want equal right, in terms of education for everyone. We want the government to look into the poverty issue and all that. And then Mahathir initially accepted Su Chiu, and then he changed his mind after elections, right? After he won the Chinese vote. Sorry to say lah, some of you may have been stupid at the time, so stupid that you voted for him. Okay lah, the past is the past lah. Okay, we look beyond that. Okay, never mind. So after Mahathir won the 1999 general election, when so many Malays were angry with him because he abused his power, because he beat up Anwar Ibrahim, because he abused his power as Prime Minister, many Malays were so angry with him. Who saved him? Sorry to say lah, a lot of non-Malays saved Mahathir. So Mahathir, dia tak bersyukur tau. Selepas pilihan raya, he changed his mind and then he accused Su Chiu of being communist lah, al-Mauna lah, this lah, extremist lah and all that. And this Sheikh Fazil, Abdul Aziz Sheikh Fazil, he went to the Chinese Assembly Hall in KL and he threatened to burn down the building. This person today is a candidate endorsed by Najib Abdul Razak. Oh. This is the kind of candidate that UMNO can produce for you. Boo. And you look at Zulkifli Nordin, right? In March, just last month, he said the Indians semua tu keling, right? He said it in March, just about more than a month ago. Right, and then Najib nominated him. He kissed an Indian fella, and then he said he already repented. Would you believe him? No. Would you believe Najib Abdul Razak? No. Okay, one more person I must mention. You all know lah. Okay, Ibrahim Ali. Okay, so funny. Before the nomination, Najib said he will not be nominated. UMNO will be contesting. We will nominate someone. No one, they got MCA, they got Gerakan, they got MIC, all these kaki bodek to go and tell the Indians, the Chinese, no lah, Ibrahim, Najib will not endorse him. No, he will not be contesting. However, on the nomination day, the UMNO candidate didn't submit the paper. He withdrew. Hey, when in your life did you ever see UMNO so generous? Not contesting, not saying a word, simply just withdrew and say for whatever reasons, we will not be contesting. Ibrahim Ali got nominated again in Pasir Mas in Kelantan. I really pray that as a Christian, I pray that Nick Aziz's son will finish off his career. Yes. Definitely. I tell you, why did I mention this Frankie Gunn lah, Zulkifli Nordin lah, all these fellas? Why did I mention them? Because they are either stupid or they are racist. And they are backed by whom, you know? Mahathir Mohamad. Correct or not? Mahathir, who ruled the country for 22 years, masih tak cukup. Masih tak cukup. Right? 22 years as Prime Minister, scaring us, frightening us, putting Lim Kee Siang in jail, beating up Anwar Ibrahim. So many people suffer under his rule, and still he is holding the power behind the scenes. Otherwise, do you think Ibrahim Ali, the fella, the Qatar, can be nominated or not? Najib scared of Mahathir. That's why I'm saying one vote for Najib is one vote, maybe 10 votes for Mahathir. Right? Because Mahathir is holding power behind the scene. This Ibrahim Ali is such a Qatar, is such a joke. Before the 709, before the Bersih number 2, right? Bersih 2.0, he threatened the non-Malays. If you really berani turun ke jalan-jalan ke apa, nanti akan May 13 akan berlaku lagi. May 13 again, he said. He threatened the non-Malays, especially the Chinese. But still, I must say, that was the day that I'm still so proud of. So many Malaysians came out. Whether you're Malay, you're Chinese, you're Indians, you're Katasan, you're Orang Asli, so many Malaysians took to the street. And then Ibrahim Ali, where was he? Dia tinggal kat rumah, dia kata dia sakit. Dia tak berani keluar. He threatened that he would come out. And then he stayed at home. Oh. And then his wife, he said like, my wife did not allow me to come out, so that's why I stay at home. This is the person who is backed by Mahathir, and Najib did not say a word. So think for yourself. Mahathir is a racist. I tell you why. He has been making so many racist statements. He had power, but he didn't use his power to improve Malaysians' intelligence. He used his power to membodohkan rakyat. That is Mahathir, right? Yes. For more than 50 years now, Mahathir is making one racist statement after another. He has never changed. And this guy is still using his power to influence the situation today. He still thinks that by making all these racist statements, he can maintain his own power. Don't think he's fighting for the country. No, he's not even fighting for the Malay. If you're a Malay person, you have to be like him, you know. Kalau awak tak kaya, tak ada kereta mewah, tak berjaya dalam your own career, you will not be equal to him. He wants all the Malays to be like him. You must have a house, you must have a car, you must have a driver, you must be smart like him. Otherwise, he will say like, you are not working hard enough. So many Malays, I have seen so many Malays, my Malay friends, working hard, day and night. You know, they're working hard just like you and me. But Mahathir looks down on these people. He say like, Melayu tu bodoh, malas, Melayu mudah lupa. Right? And then he, at the same time, look at Mukris, look at Mokzani, look at his own children all getting rich. Do you go to see all these low-cost apartments, so many Malay living there. Why? Because Mahathir is not fighting for them. Not fighting for them. He's not looking after, not even his own people. So he's using all these to consolidate his own power. He wants to be number one forever until the day he dies. He's still waiting for his son Mukris to become Prime Minister. Otherwise, he will not close his own eyes. Honestly. Right? So this is Mahathir for you. This is Mahathir for you. So that's why UMNO has a plan to finish off all the young generation